could to get this offense going, but right now just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Burden. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Now the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Going for it all. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. He's moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Still on his feet at the 25. Afterburner's coming. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Hurricanes. And the pummeling has started.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Burden. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Coming after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him.
Going for the big play. He caught it. Touchdown, Miami. And the stomping has commenced. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses out.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for a gap. It's Yates. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're a...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Burden. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back. Replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
This is a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll go to the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 21 over Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The run from the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree with Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To the air, it's Burden. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He got it, and that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And here's the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
3:25.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Looking to pass. It's Burden. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He lets one fly deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it.
Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. You're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up it. Here's trouble. Loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Burden. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the defense doing work. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out,